Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today. I am currently in the living room, but I'll be moving to the kitchen in just a minute. I wanted to take a quick second to show you an update on my desk decluttering. So as you know, I posted, I think last week, I was trying to just get something done because it was overwhelming and piling up really badly. So I spent about 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes, just getting started and getting something done. And I've since worked on it several different times, sometimes a good 15-minute stretch with a timer going, and other times I would just sort of walk by and see two or three things I could either put away or deal with or file or pitch or whatever. So anyway, let me turn you around and I'll show you how it's looking now. Okay, so as you can see, it's a lot better. There's still room for improvement. I have this whole stack here is about 3 different types of tasks that I just need to sit down and work on. But you can see a lot more surface area, and now that it's to this point, it's a lot easier to sit down, take one of those stacks and just work through it and get it done. So I just wanted to remind myself, encourage us all that even when a task is overwhelming, just like they say, work on it a little bit at a time and you can still get it done and make some progress. As the Fly Lady says, 2 minutes to peace. So now let's go on to the kitchen. Okay everyone, I am back in the kitchen now. So I wanted to give you an update on how I've done with my decluttering for the 3rd week of our 40-day declutter challenge. As you know, I kind of started it a few weeks ago, and if you're just starting now with Ash Wednesday, yesterday was May. No, what are we in? March? Oh my goodness, I just got off work and my brain is mush. March 6th, I think, is when Ash Wednesday was, so Lent started. Anyway, so if you're just starting now, that's great. As the Fly Lady says, jump in where you are and just get going and doing something. So I started a few weeks ago, and I'm just trying to focus on at least decluttering 1 item per day, Monday through Friday. If I can do some more on the weekend, great, but if not, it's not a big deal. And if I miss a day, that's also not a big deal. I'll just try again the next day. So I have a whole collection of things on the counter here. I'll kind of show you what I was able to declutter this week in my zone 2, which is the kitchen. For me, that's usually the Fly Lady zone 2 as well, but every once in a while you make it your own and change it up, so it might not be your zone 2. Anyway, I started off with a couple of things that had been on my mind actually since I did the 30 bags in 30 days declutter challenge months ago, because I never got to, I don't know if you can see, the lower cabinet right down there. I never did get into decluttering that as part of that challenge, but I had kind of hoped to. And I took a quick look through there, found just a couple of things, but they're kind of big, bulky things that I know will make that cabinet easier to use now. So I have this really nice heavy-duty pan. It's miniature bunt designs. I don't know if you can see that. And I've used it some as the years have gone by, and since my daughter's been born, I've used it less because it's really hard to clean. And it's really hard to get everything out. When you bake something in there, you have to really get a lot of, oil or spray or butter or something in there to keep it from sticking. I think it's really meant more for chocolates, perhaps. I'm not sure. I've always baked things like brownies in it, but I'm just kind of over it. It's bulky, and I'm sure there's a family out there or a chef or a baker who would love to have that. So I'm actually going to be taking this to the clothes swap party that's coming up this Sunday, so that'll be another video. You can kind of keep an eye out for that, but I will share with you what we're doing. And no, it's not clothing, but we're doing just, general household items and clothing that you want to pass on to someone else. So this is the second item, kind of along the same lines, and I've used it, I think once, maybe, I don't know, maybe not even once, but I think I have used it one time. But obviously I kept all of the wrapping on it, like this clear cover, and I kept the directions, and I don't know. It's, you see these pictures, this is what always gets you, and you think, I want to make something like that. That looks great. And then I think what I made was I don't know, it just never turns out to look as beautiful. So I'm over that as well. It's a great pan and I spent money on it, but it's just taking up room in that cabinet and making it hard to get to the things that I do use. So that's nice to get that out of the way. Then I also came across this, it's like a metal coffee grounds container that you would go, it goes in like a drip coffee maker, but both of ours have broken. We haven't gotten a new one yet. And it's just sitting in the closet and I thought, in the pantry, and I thought there's probably someone who may actually be able to use this, and until we get a new one, I don't even know what kind I'll need, if it'll be this shape or if it'll be just the circle with the flat bottom. So I'm gonna bring that to the clothes swap party too and see if anyone has a need for it. I also pulled out a few of the just, cards and recipes. Apparently I thought I needed to save those from a pan. So these are actually just going in the recycling bin. Hey, all right. Then what else? I did find one recipe off of there. So this is a lemon cream angel food cake with berries. And it looks easy and good, but we'll see if I get around to making that. But that's gonna at least go in my recipe binder so that I have a chance to be reminded of maybe making it. That always helps, right? Okay, then I decided to just take a look at our little snack area of the pantry. I have a couple of shelves. If you saw my pantry decluttering and the 30 bags for 30 days video, which I'll try to link these videos I'm talking about below, but there's some lower little shelves that I keep snacks for my daughter. So first of all, I found some salted almonds. I know these are still good because I remember, I think we got them last fall. And I've been wanting to bring some almonds in to work for snacks, so I just grabbed these and now I have them, so that's good. I found some sardines, which I picked up thinking I would eat them. I haven't. I think my dad might like them, so I'm gonna see if he wants those. I found these honey roasted peanuts, which I've taken the label off. I smell them and they don't smell right, so those are just going into the compost, and I'll clean out the container and recycle that. What else? This was a container of little, those little toddler snacks. My daughter every once in a while likes those, even though she's almost 5. So it's about half full, and I found 2 or 3 little containers. Like this container had a few snacks that we had put in there to take on the go at some point. So I just put them back in that container. I'll wash this out because that we can use for leftovers. Same with this. It just had a few of those little snacks, so that can go in the wash. And then all the snacks are back in here, and I will probably just keep this on hand a little while longer because if my daughter doesn't eat them, I have a niece who's 1, and so if they come over to visit or to play, then we'll have some little toddler snacks for her. This container had, this is a nice old mason jar. Anybody into mason jars can tell me about that, but it had some peanut butter filled pretzels, and they were like, 1 layer on the bottom. That was all that was left. So we took those to dance class Wednesday night as a snack. So now I can wash this out, and that is empty. So I've just freed up a lot of space on the shelf in there. This was sitting over there in my little caddy by the stove top, just the Himalayan pink sea salt. And for probably over a month, it's been sitting there basically empty. I think there were 3, larger chunks of the sea salt in there. And it kept falling over because at this point now it's top heavy because all the grinding mechanisms up here are heavier than an empty plastic container. So I just ground those last 3 into my little salt container that sits there, and now it's empty. If I don't come across the, if I can refill the salt to put it back in there, like the big chunks of salt, I will, but I'm okay just recycling it. So that got cleaned out. What else? Oh, and then I found this little bag, which if you're a parent and you have children or maybe even grandchildren that come over, or if you're an auntie or an uncle and you have this, you can tell me if you've ever come across this problem. So we bought some kind of cereal that had the marshmallows in it. My daughter wanted those one day, so we got those. Well, I would make little bags of it like this for her for a snack. And what did she do? She ate all the marshmallows out. This is the cereal that's left and she's not eating it. So I've tried a couple times to say, hey, let's put this in a bowl with some milk and you can have that. She doesn't want anything to do with it. So I'm actually going to bring this to dance class next Wednesday because we watch my niece for a few minutes prior to their class starting. My niece is also 4.5, so this might be something she'll eat, or if not, there's other dance friends. I thought, somebody may just need a snack before dance class. So that is going there. And finally, I don't know if you can see, let me just shift things over a minute. Okay, so if you can't see, I have this lovely little bag of Christmas goodies. Whoops. And my sisters, my siblings, my one brother and then my sisters and I, for Christmas at my mom's house, we typically do just some sort of a meal kit for each family. So we're not buying a lot of individual presents. We try to kind of make parts of it, but we don't have to. So, and then we sort of assign like a part of the meal. So one of us will take an appetizer, one of us will take kind of a main course thing, one of us will do a dessert, that kind of thing. So this was the kit we got from one of my sisters, and the whole bag's been sitting in the pantry on the floor. And I looked at it this week and I thought, well, why is that still sitting there? I bet I can get rid of that. So this is part of the gift, which doesn't need to be on the floor of the pantry. It can go in the liquor cabinets. We're not big drinkers, but every once in a while, if you have friends over, that's nice to have. So that can just get put away. This is part of the gift and it's not going to keep forever, so we need to use it. And I believe, is the recipe in here? Yes. So it's perfect. Oh, well, I think the alcohol is for the perfect pickle shot recipe. I don't know. My sister found that recipe, so we'll have to try that. And along with that is, where did it go? This jar of homemade pickles that my brother-in-law made, and they're horseradish pickles. So those will be kind of fun to try. And what else? This is some apple butter from their family's church, which we ran out of apple butter a few weeks ago. My daughter's been wanting more, and the little local place we normally get it is out for the season. So I thought, hello, I should have looked in there a long time ago because now we have apple butter again. And then what else is in there? Some homemade beef jerky. So this is natural and this is teriyaki. Okay, so we've got homemade beef jerky that we could be snacking on. We'll get that out now. And then the final thing is, and I can't see, there's still some tissue paper, some Velveeta. I think this was part of, oh, and then I remember now. So the Velveeta goes with some homemade sausage that's in the freezer from my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is a chef, by the way, so that's why this is always kind of fun to get their meal kit out, because it's something different and creative, and he's usually made the ingredients or things like that. So I think you make some kind of a like cheesy sausage topper thing that goes on these toasts, and I can't remember if they said they have the recipe and they were supposed to email it to us or whatever, but I'll reach out to him and get that recipe, because I thought, you know what? This might be perfect to take to the clothes swap party on Sunday, because we're all supposed to bring a snack to share. So in cleaning that part of the pantry and that bag out of the pantry, I now have my item that I need for the clothes swap party as far as my food item. And in another video, I'm going to show you so far what I've done to kind of prep for that clothes swap party and the things I've been collecting. I have already cleaned my closet out quite a bit in the past year or two, so I don't think I have a ton of clothing items. There's a few, but just random things like those baking pans. You know, I'm coming across all kinds of stuff like that and just collecting it, because you never know, somebody else might be thrilled to get it. So anyway, that's my update for week 3 of the 40-day declutter challenge. And let me know in the comments down below how you've been doing on your decluttering, if you've been keeping it up, or if you're following along with Diane and just doing the 40-day habit challenge. I know she's doing, besides trying to declutter one item per day, she's also trying to exercise at least once a day. And while I need to be doing that as well, and I'm still trying to do that, I haven't done it every day, but that's okay. So far this week, I've walked to work twice, so that's been good. I went to my dance class Wednesday night. That was really good. We worked up a sweat, and I'm a little sore today because we really stretched good at the end, so that felt great. What else? I don't think I've done any other types of exercise, but 2 nights ago I slept 9 hours and I feel so much better. So, just trying to still take care of myself and keep things sort of in an even keel and just checking in on stuff. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the like button down below if you like these kinds of videos. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've decluttered anything this week or if you've had any major breakthroughs in decluttering lately. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.